Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Scorpio, today we're going to look into your person's energy. We're going to see how they're currently viewing their relationship with you and how they feel about you, as well as what actions they plan on taking your direction and or moving forward. So, with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. How does this person currently view their relationship with Scorpio, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so we do have the Six of Swords, all right? We also have the Six of Cups, as well as the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the King of Pentacles. This person's talking about you to somebody. Okay, this is getting a little too freaking specific here, but I am definitely getting like a... Gosh, I feel like this person is talking to you about blah, blah, blah. Jesus, hold on. This person's definitely talking to someone about you. But whoever this person is, it's somebody who's older than them, like a mother figure or like a grandmother figure or like an aunt or something like that. This to me kind of feels like somebody that they're related to is kind of what I'm getting. But I feel like they're talking to someone about you. And I feel like this person that you're currently connecting with, they're definitely speaking very, very highly of you. I am definitely getting that this person's under the impression that you might just be the one. I am definitely getting that. And they're communicating that to someone, but it's somebody older than them, like a mother figure or like a grandmother figure or like an aunt or something like that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, there is a huge possibility that this relationship could very well be at the very beginning stages, because I am definitely getting that strongly that this connection more than likely is at the very beginning stages. You know, things between the two of you are unfolding very fucking nicely. I will say that. I do also like the fact that this connection does not feel forced in any way, shape, or form. Like, I just kind of feel like the two of you are just kind of going with the flow. I also love the fact that you guys both have this mentality of, you know what, whatever happens, happens. If it leads to something serious, and it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It is what it is. But I feel like this relationship is about to get real serious between the two of you very, very soon, especially because this person's already thinking to themselves, like, damn, like they might just be the one for me. It's like the best way that I can describe it is I'm seeing her and they're talking about you. I almost want to say that this person's a female that they're talking to about you, but this female, again, it just they're either like a grandmother figure or mother figure or possibly like an aunt or something like that. But I do feel like this person that they're communicating to about you is definitely a female. I am definitely getting that strongly that they are a female, specifically a female. I want to look at this High Priestess like energy. Tell me more about the High Priestess. This female that they're having a conversation with about you is definitely telling them, like, hey, don't rush things. Like, don't rush things with Scorpio. Like, take your time. Like, take it slowly. Like, just take your time. Don't be in a rush. You know what I mean? We do have the Nine of Swords out here, which is something that I want to look into. I do feel like this mother figure, grandmother figure, or aunt, whoever this person is, right? I do feel like this person is a little bit worried and concerned, though, about either their nephew, their son, their daughter, whatever have you, because I do feel like these two are like related. I do feel like these two are definitely related. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this to me kind of feels like this to me kind of feels like somebody who played a massive role in actually raising them, specifically that. So father figure, mother figure, grandfather figure, grandmother figure, like that's kind of what I'm getting, because I do feel like this person played a massive role in actually raising this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. You know, I feel like they are kind of worried. I do. I feel like they are kind of worried. And it's mainly stemming from a place of them not wanting, this person to get their heart broken again. Like they're really, really hoping that things actually work out between the two of you because they want to see this person happy. They do. They just don't want this person to get heartbroken again. Is basically what I'm getting. It kind of looks like prior to this person getting involved with you, they were unfortunately left, heartbroken by someone. Not only were they left heartbroken by someone, but somebody really did like betray them and deceive them in some way, shape, or form. And I just kind of feel like this person that played a massive role in raising them is just kind of worried and concerned that maybe history might repeat itself again. Like maybe you might turn around and do them the same way their ex did them. Obviously, they're hoping that that doesn't basically happen. But I feel like that's like the primary like reason why this individual that played a massive role in raising them is kind of worried and concerned about them just getting involved with you or anyone at that, because they just don't want this person to get hurt again or betrayed again or deceived again. I feel like when this person from their past hurt them and betrayed them and deceived them, they saw how much it hurt them and affected them, and they just don't want to see them that way ever again. Is basically what I'm getting. So again, this is just kind of why I feel like this high priestess like energy is encouraging them to just, hey, just take things slowly, like don't rush anything, like really get to know Scorpio before you jump the gun, you know what I mean? Like just take your time, just take your time. Because the last thing that they want is for this person to just fall madly in love with you, and then boom, you end up hurting them, you end up disappointing them, you end up letting them down. Like all this high priestess like energy wants this person to do is really get to know you before they get emotionally invested in you, before they fall for you, before they want to run off into the sunset and or moonlight with you. That's it. It's basically what I'm getting. Okay. So then there's that. Let's see how this person's currently feeling. How does this person currently feel about their relationship? Okay. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. We also have the Seven of Cups. And then we also have the Lovers out here. Okay. We have the King of Cups, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we also have the Sun. I feel like this masculine energy, how do I explain this? I feel like this masculine energy that's speaking to this mother figure, grandmother figure, whatever have you, you know what I mean? I feel like because of whatever it is that they're saying / communicating to them, it's causing them to kind of fall into this energy of essentially, feeling like they're always the type of person that's very quick to plant that seed of doubt within their head is basically what I'm getting. And this is kind of typically why they don't like talking to this person, because they have the tendency of like, just planting that seed of doubt within them, or just outright like crushing their like happiness and excitement. You know what I mean? I don't feel, just to kind of set the record straight, I don't feel like this high priestess like energy is trying to like, crush their happiness and their joy and their excitement when it comes down to you and this relationship between the two of you. I just feel like they just don't want to see this person get hurt again. And this high priestess like energy, looks at this person as somebody who tends to fall in love very easily. And when they are in love, they tend to give it their all. Like they know this masculine energy like the back of their hand, which again, I keep wanting to say this. I feel like this high priestess like energy played a massive role in raising them. I just don't know their actual relationship to this masculine energy, but they did play a massive role in raising them. I will definitely say that. I feel pretty confident in saying that. So, they just know how they are. You know what I mean? Like when this person falls in love with someone, which it looks like they're already falling in love with you, they tend to like go all the fuck out, and they tend to basically give it their all. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. because they're the type of person that tends to like fall like very quickly for people, especially people that have exactly what it is that they truly want and desire. um Unfortunately for them, like they always end up, getting hurt, you know what I mean, in the end. And they just don't want to see that happen to them again. I don't feel like they're trying to like crush their happiness or their excitement or their joy or anything like that. But that's just how they're going to perceive the entire situation. They're going to perceive this entire situation like, oh, like, you see, I'm over here happy and excited about my relationship with Scorpio, and I'm trying to talk to them about it, and here they are trying to plant the fucking seed of doubt within me. Thanks. Might as well just fucking keep this to myself. Like, it has that type of like feel to it. But let's just be real. And I'm not saying anything about you, by the way, but there are some good people out there and there are some bad people out there. It just is what it is. Not saying that you're a bad person or anything like that. I just kind of feel like because they love them and they care about them and they don't want to see them get hurt, like they're just kind of telling them like, yo, like, I'm happy for you, but yo, if I were you, like I would take things slowly, like really get to know them, because you don't know. Like you don't know if Scorpio's a good person. You don't really know if Scorpio's a bad person. I just feel like it's the shit that they're saying to this high priestess like energy that's causing them to become a little bit worried and concerned. It kind of looks like they're already falling for you and this relationship just started like yesterday, you know what I mean? And that's why they're kind of worried and concerned, and that's kind of why they just want this person to just kind of slow their roll just a little bit and really get to know you. Again, I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm pretty sure you're lovely, you know what I mean? But again, they're just looking out for them. They're just looking out for them. But I I do feel like this person is definitely falling for you very, very quickly. I am definitely getting that strongly. I am definitely getting that. I do feel like this high priestess like energy will be somebody that you eventually meet at some point in time. Whoever they are, it's somebody played a massive role in raising them. And I do believe that they will let you know about what this ex basically put them through and what this ex did to them. And they're also going to let you know straight up, like, you better not hurt my daughter. You better not hurt my son. You better not hurt my nephew. You better not hurt my niece. You know what I mean? Or my grandson or my granddaughter. Like, they're going to let you know straight up, like, you better not even think about it. You know what I mean? Because this high priestess like energy doesn't play when it comes down to whoever this masculine energy is to them, whether it be their son, their daughter, their nephew, their niece, grandson, granddaughter. Like they don't play when it comes down to them. So when you do meet them, because you will meet this person someday, they're gonna let you know straight up, you better not even think about it. You better not even think about it. This person that helped raise them, I'm getting like a lot of fire off of them. So they could be a fire sign strongly. So an Aries, Leo, possibly even a Sag, or they just have a lot of fire somewhere within their chart is basically what I'm getting. But they don't play when it comes onto this one. What actions will this person take towards Scorpio or moving forward? We have the Four of Wands. We got the Page of Pentacles. We also have the Nine of Swords. And then we also have the High Priestess. I think it's safe to say that they're not taking this high priestess advice. Again, this high priestess, whoever this person is that helped raise them, okay, is telling them to take things slowly here with you. And it kind of looks like they're choosing not to. I think that this person is just very dead set on you and what they want with you. So with that being said, I do feel like this high priestess like energy is going to be very supportive of them and the relationship that you guys share with one another. I am definitely getting that. It's not like they're going to be against the two of you being together or anything like that. This high priestess like energy makes them second guess themselves a little bit too damn much is basically what I'm getting, because I do feel like in the near future you're gonna eventually meet this high priestess like energy, whoever this human is that helped raise them, okay? And like I said, I feel like this person's going to let you know you better not even think about hurting them, because if not, you won't have to deal with this one over here. You know what I mean? Like this person comes off to me as like, this person like has to be like their mother or something, or their father or their grandmother or their grandfather or their aunt or their uncle or somebody who helped basically raise them. But I do feel like you're going to be introduced to this person very, very soon is basically what I'm getting. I do feel like you're going to be introduced to them very, very soon. And I do feel like they're going to obviously bring it to their attention, like, hey, like, I want you to meet Scorpio or whatever. Like, they're gonna be down to meet you and stuff like that. But they're gonna let you know, like, right off the bat, like, you better not think about hurting them, because if not, you're gonna have to deal with them in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what that means, but you're gonna have to basically deal with them if you do something to hurt them. Um, basically what I'm getting. Um, let's look at this High Priestess one more time. Time more about the High Priestess. You know what it is that this High Priestess like energy looks at them like they're their baby. You know what I mean? Which is kind of making me feel like this is either like their mother or their father. It has to be one of the two. But point is that they look at this person like, this is my baby. This is my baby, and I just don't want my baby to get hurt ever again. Because like I said, like, whatever it is that this ex did to them or put them through, like, they saw how much it hurt them. They saw how much it affected them. And they saw how long it took them to get back up on their feet. You know what I mean? And just move forward and move on with their life, and find in their heart to forgive this individual for whatever this individual put them through. And I just feel like this person is just worried out of their mind that you're just going to turn around and do them dirty just like the last person basically did. And they don't want that. They don't want that. They just don't want that. Now, this person seems pretty damn serious about you. I am definitely getting that. They seem pretty damn serious about you. Now, do I think that, you're just here to hurt them, play games with them? Absolutely not. I'm definitely not getting that off of your energy whatsoever. But there is something that I do want to talk to you about real quick. When the two of you get more serious with one another, because that's exactly what's going to end up happening here, I do feel like you're carrying around with you a lot of fear that will eventually develop into self-sabotaging energy. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is that when things start to get more serious here between the two of you, and you find yourself fully going there with someone, again, which is something that I feel like you never really wanted to do again, but here you are doing it again, as far as like giving love a second chance is concerned. I do feel like once you realize how invested and deep you are within this dynamic that you guys share with one another, it's going to freak you out, and it's going to scare you, and it's going to cause you to develop this self-sabotaging energy to the point where you might find yourself feeling extremely influenced and driven to run in the opposite direction of your relationship with this person, because it's scary, and because it's uncomfortable, and because this connection is going to change your life drastically, which is something that I guess you weren't prepared for, or something that you weren't anticipating and or expecting, is basically what I'm getting. And could that cause you to run in the opposite direction of them and leave them extremely hurt and disappointed? That's a huge possibility. That is a huge possibility, is basically what I'm getting. Now, do I think that you're going to turn around and cheat on them one day like this ex of theirs did? No. Do I feel like you're going to turn around and do something crazy to leave them extremely devastated and hurt and disappointed? No. But I do feel like you may go as far as to get extremely scared of this connection, how much it's drastically changing your life. It might influence you, like I said, to run in the opposite direction of them, leaving them extremely hurt and disappointed. Is basically what I'm getting. Here's the thing, Scorpio. When it comes down to you, here's the thing. Just to avoid, I guess, this person getting hurt and disappointed, okay? Your life is going to drastically change because of this connection. It's like you literally go from being single and alone to being in a full-blown committed relationship. So your life is going to drastically change. But it's drastically changing in a good way, not necessarily in a negative way. And because things are moving so fucking fast here between the two of you, that might give you a little bit of fear and a little bit of anxiety, but just know that you're entering a whole new chapter with somebody who loves you, who cares about you, wants to be with you. You might find yourself questioning that. You might find yourself feeling like, I don't know if they really love me or really care about me, but just know that they really, really do. They really, really do want you in this relationship that they share with you to honestly work out. So it is in your best interest to not give in to your own doubts and reservations and fears, because even if you were to give in to your own doubts and reservations, for example, and it prompts you to run in the opposite direction of them, I see the universe bringing the two of you back together again. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this. There is no actual point of you running away from this. There's no actual point of you running away from this when I basically see you revisiting this again. There's just no point of running to begin with, because if you're just going to run right back to this person's just going to run after you and y'all are just going to end up getting back together, there is no rhyme or reason for you to basically run. You might as well just face this fear of yours when it comes down to love and allowing yourself to fully go there with a person, head on, instead of running away from it. Because no matter how you want to slice and dice this entire situation, it kind of looks like you guys are going to be in each other's lives for a very, very long time. So as far as you getting scared and stuff like that and running in the opposite direction of this connection is concerned, this to me looks like a complete utter waste of time, because if you're just going to run back to them and they're just going to run after you and you guys are just going to end up getting back together, there's no point of running to begin with. You see what I mean? So, then there's that. I do feel like, because you're living in a state of fear when it comes down to this connection and when it comes down to, this person, it might prompt you quite frequently to run in the opposite direction of them. But you need to kind of remind yourself that it is literally pointless for you to even run in the opposite direction of them, because I keep getting that the universe is going to keep bringing the two of you back together, regardless if you like it or not. The universe is going to keep bringing you guys back together over and over and over again. So think about it like this. Every time you run in the opposite direction of your relationship from this person, because it's a little too much and it's a little too scary and it's a little too uncomfortable and it's a little too nerve-wracking, just know that the universe will essentially bring the two of you back together, causing you to face this energy of fear and feeling extremely uncomfortable, and scared. But I feel like there's something about you fully going there with a person that makes you feel really scared, makes you feel really uncomfortable. But these are things that I see you overcoming throughout the course of your involvement with them. So that's why I'm saying it's like, every time you run from this because it's too much or it's too scary, you're just delaying the process, is basically what you're doing. I mean, you could just, face this head on and just get it over with. Or you could run every time it gets a little too scary for you, and then you revisit this and you go through it again, and then you run again, and then you revisit this, and then you go again, and then you run again. It just, you might as well just say fuck it and just face it head on, instead of running. Because to me, it kind of looks like, even though you're probably going to run from this connection, I almost want to say on multiple different occasions you will run. If I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing here in the near future, you're going to run on multiple different occasions because it's too scary and it's too nerve-wracking, right? But I don't know. To me, it's like running for you, in this entire situation looks kind of pointless, because I feel like this is one of those connections where it's like, you're supposed to be with them and they're supposed to be with you. Y'all are supposed to, I guess, just be, with one another. So I think that that's just something that you should really just accept, and just kind of face whatever fears you have when it comes down to love, and not run from it. Because if you do run from it, you're going to have to face it again. So you might as well just knock it out the way. You know what I mean? And just call it a day. Because these are things that Spirit really does want you to overcome. Like, Spirit really does want you to overcome whatever it is that scares you when it comes down to being in love and being in a relationship. Like, this is something Spirit just wants you to just face head on and not run from this shit all over again. Just know that by you facing these fears when it comes on to love, it's just going to help you grow and evolve as an individual. So the shit that scares you right now in this relationship, it's not gonna fucking scare you a year from now. You know what I mean? Because these are gonna be things that you're gonna overcome. You know what I mean? While being with this person. But you gotta stick with it. You gotta stick with it. Because, if you don't stick with it and you run in the opposite direction of this, you're going to revisit this again, you know what I mean? And you're going to have to face this, again. So it kind of looks like, at least for you, there is no actual way out. There is no actual way out, and I feel like there is no actual way out. It kind of looks like the divine has this like set up to the point where even if you do run, the universe is going to send this one right back into your life. And because there's a strong and intense emotional attachment on your part, you're gonna let them back in time and time and time and time and time again. So it kind of looks like, spirit's kind of gotten to this point with you where, they're just like, you know what? Yeah, Scorpio's going to have to face their fears when it comes down to intimacy. They're going to have to face their fears when it comes down to love. And I'm going to make sure they don't have a way out of this, because I want to see them grow. I want to see them evolve. I don't want to see them continue to live in this state of fear when it comes down to love. You know what I mean? So it kind of looks like that's just kind of how the universe and spirit has it kind of set up for you, that you're going to have to face this regardless if you like it or not. It kind of looks like there is no actual way out, because even if you were to run, they're going to come back. You're going to accept them back. There's not going to be a situation where you're not going to accept them back, is basically what I'm saying. I definitely don't see that happening. So, I mean, not that I hate to say this, but it kind of looks like you're going to have to face this regardless if you like it or not. I mean, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to face your fears when it comes down to love. And trust me, a year from now, you're going to look back at this and you're going to be grateful that you faced your fears when it came down to love. You're going to be extremely grateful, but you're going to have to face this one, because I don't see like I don't really see a way out for you. You're going to have to face this one. You're going to have to face it when it comes down to your fears, when it comes down to love. And you're going to be real grateful that you faced these fears and you overcame like the stuff that scares you the most when it comes down to being in love and being in a relationship. So you're going to be grateful. You're going to look back at this and you're going to be grateful for the journey and, everything that you basically went through, because it's going to make you a better version of yourself, a more evolved version of yourself. So, I mean, the journey right now, it may feel extremely scary and uncomfortable, but I don't see a way out for you, to be honest. I really don't. Which, to be honest, I feel like this is like the first time I've ever gotten a message like this, because I don't see no way out for you out of this. I just don't. It's like spirit's only giving you two options when it comes down to this connection. You're either gonna continue to be with this person and overcome your fears, or you won't continue to be with this person and overcome your fears. Which one do you want? You know what I mean? Is kind of like the only options that spirit's basically giving you in this entire equation. And like I said, I want to say, I hate to say it, but then again, I don't, because it's like, I can see the person that you're going to eventually become after this, which is going to be somebody who's not going to be afraid to love anymore. It's going to be somebody who's not going to be afraid to allow themselves to go there with a person anymore. I see you becoming this person, who goes from having this massive fear of letting someone get close to them, and then vice versa. You allowing yourself to get close to someone. All of that shit is going to go away. All of that shit's going to go away. And if the journey for you has to get scary and uncomfortable, then so be it, because I can see the person that you're going to eventually become after this. And so can spirit, you know what I mean? And this is kind of why spirit's like, you know what? I've given Scorpio a chance, you know what I mean, to overcome their fears when it comes down to love. And, I'm just sick of, I'm just sick of it. I'm just going to put this man in their life or this woman in their life, and it's going to be somebody that they're going to be madly in love with, and it's going to be somebody that's going to be madly in love with them. It's going to be somebody that, is basically like the best, guy and or woman they've ever met compared to all their exes. And, they're going to overcome this fear when it comes down to love with this person. Every time they run away, their heart's going to always tell them to take them back, and they will take them back. And then they're going to be facing these fears that they have in regards to love all over again. And there's going to come a point in time where you're going to get real sick and tired of running, by the way. You're going to get real sick and tired of running. You're going to get sick and tired of it, because you yourself are going to realize, it's kind of pointless to run. You may not see it right now, but it's like you're going to reach this point, dude, where you're going to like feel like, it is fucking pointless for me to run, because every time I do run, they always run back to me, and I always accept them back. And then I run again, and then they run after me, and then I always accept them back. You yourself are going to realize, this is fucking pointless to run, because I think it's safe to say that you're going to come down to this conclusion by yourself, that you're just currently living in a state of fear when it comes down to love for your own reasons. And spirit's just trying to show you that, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid to go there with this person. You don't have to be afraid to let this person in. Like, you don't have to be afraid to let your hair down in this relationship. You don't have to be afraid. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to show you. But it's like, you're just like, no, like, I have everything to worry about. I have everything to be afraid of in this entire situation, when in all actuality, you don't. And at the end of the day, we're human. We're going to eventually get tired. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit's waiting for, is for you to get real sick and tired of running, real sick and tired of fighting this. That's what Spirit's waiting for. And you will eventually reach this point of getting real sick and tired of running in the opposite direction of this relationship and operating from a place of fear. You will get real sick and tired of doing it, to the point where you're just going to stop. You're just going to stop. And when you do stop, because you will, you're going to realize that, and I'm going to be real with you, you're kind of looking at this person as somebody who poses a threat to you, but they actually don't pose a threat to you like you think they do. But I feel like when you stop running and you stop freaking out, you're going to see it for yourself. Like, why the fuck am I running from this man again? Why the fuck am I running from this woman again? You know what I mean? Like, why am I doing these things? You know what I mean? Like, right now, you're just freaking out. Right now, you're just scared. Right now, you're over here thinking the worst when it comes down to this person. But when you do stop and you actually look at your situation, and you actually look at the person that you're actually with, who actually wants to be with you, who actually does want to build with you, you're going to see it for yourself that you're tripping right now. You know what I mean? And you're freaking out right now, and you're allowing fear to get the best of you, so much to the point where it's clouding your judgment, that you can't even see that you have somebody who's loyal in your life. You can't even see that you have somebody who's madly in love with you in your life. You can't even see that you have somebody in your life that's willing to fucking do anything for you. You can't see that right now, because this fear that you're experiencing on your behalf, and this anxiety that you're experiencing on your behalf, it just won't let you see it. It just won't let you see it. But one day you will. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.